Jyotish Rudrakshas now. We had done one Mukhi, two Mukhi, and three Mukhis. One Mukhi is Shiva himself, who is the Pratyadi Devata of Surya. Two Mukhi is Parvati principally, Gauri, and the name of that Rudraksha is called the Haragauri Rudraksha. And then we have the three Mukhi Rudraksha, which is the Agni Rudraksha, where Agni Deva is in one face and the other two faces are Swaha, right hand, and Swadha, left hand. Swaha Deva Paksha, Swadha Pitri Paksha. Swaha Surya Paksha, Swadha Chandra Paksha. So Agni is Lagna, Swaha is Surya, and Swadha is Chandra. So these are the three faces of the Agni Rudraksha. We studied that. We studied the mantras. Now we go into what is called Jyotish Rudrakshas, where we are making recommendations on the basis of the horoscope chart. We are being very particular that the Rudraksha that we are recommending is based upon your horoscope's karma. It is not for special spiritual sadhanas. These Rudrakshas are starting from 4 Mukhi. So they start from 4 Mukhi in the 4th house. So if the 5th Lord, we say Mantresha in a Bhava. When the Mantresha is placed in a certain Bhava, so which is the Bhava for the Rudraksha? 5th Bhava. Mantra Bhava is Rudraksha Bhava. So you have to know that the 5th house is the house fundamentally for choosing the Rudraksha. And what we have learned now, if the Lagna Lord is in the 5th house, then 1 Mukhi. Second Lord in the 5th house, 2 Mukhi. Third Lord in the 5th house, 3 Mukhi. You are already born with that. That Rudraksha is already there in your brain. In my horoscope, my Lagna Lord and my 5th Lord are in Sukshma Parivartana. So therefore, already 1 Mukhi Rudraksha was here from my past life. That blessing I am carrying. It is the blessing of Shiva. It is a very big blessing. It gives the blessing of knowledge. That knowledge I will carry into this life. That is what Lord Shiva has wanted and is happening. Now, the third Lord is also in the 5th house in my horoscope. Now, third Lord in the 5th house, we have learned is Agni Rudraksha. So one side of me is this one Mukhi, Shiva Swarupa, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva Mahapurana, knowledge of the Shiva Mahapurana. That side, it is coming from last life, my Guru. In this life, I am born in a family of Somnath, and then that family you get the knowledge. Okay, that is the Lagna, that is the birth. But then there is a third Lord in the 5th house. 5th is what I like. 5th is what I love. What I like, what I love is different from that 1 Mukhi which is already there in my head. I cannot do anything about that. What I love is the third Lord in the 5th, which is the 3 Mukhi Rudraksha, which is Agni Deva and Swaha and Swadha. I like the Devas so much. I like the Rishis so much. I like the Pitris, the Rishis. I study so much about the Rishis. I really, so those things are ingrained in me. And accordingly, I find a wife who also has Meena Lagna with third Lord in the 5th. So basically, we both love the same thing and we are doing the same thing. We are talking about rishis and all that all the time. So now the time has come, okay, we need to progress into Srishti or creation. Creation is happening in the 4, at number 4 called the Chok. This is where Bhuloka is being created, the number 4. Why? Because in Bhuloka there are 4 petals. If you remember Bhuloka, there are 4 petals in the Mooladhara. So Bhuloka is starting with number 4. It is called the Chokha of Jagannath. What is it called? Chokha. Chokha means square of Jagannath. So again the number 4. Muladhara 4. The number 4 is ruled by Rahu in Vedic numerology. And because it is ruled by Rahu, because of desires, me, you, and all of us have come to Bhuloka because of these desires of Rahu. So therefore, there has to be a balance. Life is all about balance. God has to balance it. So he has to send a very powerful Ketu Devata, Ketu Pratyadi Devata, that look, all these fellows with lot of Rahu associated with their soul are coming over here to Bhuloka. It is your responsibility to see that they are all living here and fulfilling the karmas and burning the karmas. So who can be the Devata? It has to be Ganesh with such a big Ketu, powerful Ketu energy to balance the greed of Rahu. Rahu has tremendous greed. He wants bhoga all the time. Ketu is tyaga, I don't want. Rahu is I want, Ketu is I don't want. Ketu, Ganesh Devata. That is why Ganesha is the Devata for Bhuloka. Without Ganesha, nothing will happen. Nothing. He is Jyeshtha Rajam. In Shiva Mahapuran, Lord Shiva has made it very clear. Without Ganesha, you are going nowhere. When people join the Parashar Jyotish course, we tell them, first Ganaraj Sadhana. Jyeshtha Rajam. He is the first. Without him, all your mantras will fail. Because you have to first block that Rahu. If you don't block that Rahu, your spiritual progress can never happen. To block that Rahu, you have to worship Ganesh. Kalo Chandi Vinayako. Chandi is fulfilling the desires of Rahu. Vinayaka is blocking them. Wrong desire, don't have. It is not good. Your soul will go further down. So who can save you from the talas? Only Ganesha can save you. No else is saving you. So first go to Ganesha. Prathama Vakratundam. So you have to go to Ganesha first. Why? Because of the choke, that number 4. So having been very clear that 4 is Bhuloka, the fourth Rashi is Cancer. And this Rashi is given to the moon, who is representing the mother. So therefore, mother for all creatures is in the 4th house. We say Ma is there, mother is there in the 4th house, in Karka Rashi. The earth mother is in Karka Rashi. The mother is in Karka Rashi. Our first consciousness, when you open our eyes as a baby, the first person we recognize is our mother. It is called the Prathama Guru, the first recognition, the first consciousness, the first experience, the thrill of recognizing, oh, I know that voice. This voice was talking to me when I was in your womb. That's my mama. What a beautiful thing, huh? You recognized it, the consciousness, the memory worked. That is mother, 4th house. So 4th house is mother, Chaturthi is the knowledge of this first experience. The first, that is why it is called Ganesha. And if you see among the nakshatras, the 4th nakshatra is Rohini, the nakshatra of the creator, Prajapati. So therefore the 4th, it is the vehicle. The 4th is the vehicle. What is the symbol of Rohini? It is a cart. It is a vehicle. What is the vehicle? It is the body. So therefore, in our own horoscopes, the 4th nakshatra is the Desha, your body. How is your body? Is it nice? Is it beautiful? Is it ugly? Is it protected? Who is protecting the body? Look at the fourth nakshatra and you will know. So now, when the Lord of the fifth house goes to different houses, we choose Rudraksha. Starting from fourth house. We do not disobey Shiva. So if the fifth Lord is in fourth house, we say four Mukhi. If the fifth Lord is in fifth house, we say five Mukhi. Sixth house, we say six Mukhi. Seventh house, seven Mukhi. Eighth house, eight Mukhi. Ninth house, nine Mukhi. 10th house, 10 Mukhi. And who is there in Capricorn? Who wakes up in Capricorn? Who is the celebration of Makara Sankranti? He is called the Avatar. He is called Hari. Why? Because the Abhijit Nakshatra is there. If you are using 28 Nakshatra, then this is Abhijit. And that Nakshatra is Hari. So then the 11th house, who is worshipped over here? The Rudras are worshipped in this. When the sun comes to Capricorn, it is Jagannath, Hari. Sorry, it is Hari, that is Vishnu, the avatars are here. Then in Aquarius, who is worshipped in Aquarius? Shiva is worshipped. No, we call him Shiva. Actually, he is the Rudras. The Ekadasha Rudras are here, 11 Mukhi. Then it goes to the 12th house. 12th house, we say Aditya are worshipped over here. So 12 Mukhi. Now it comes to Lagna. After 12 will be 13 Mukhi. You see that? It is not one Mukhi, it is 13 Mukhi. So if the fifth Lord is in Lagna, we say 13 Mukhi. If the fifth Lord is in second house, we say 14 Mukhi. If the fifth Lord is in third house, we say 15 Mukhi. So we started from the fourth house because fourth house is creation, because four petals are there in Muladhara Chakra, because Ganesha is worshipped on Chaturthi, because fourth Rashi is Karka, mother, the first recognition, Pratamam, and because the fourth nakshatra is Rohini. So did you understand number 4 of Vedic numerology? Someday I will teach you Vedic numerology like this in detail. You will understand. Whenever, if the planet is exalted or it is conjoined an exalted planet, you have to use the Ishvara mantra. Otherwise, the Rudraksha will not get activated. Why do we need to activate the Rudraksha? Because Rudraksha is protecting my manas, my mind, my intellect, my jnana, my knowledge is protected by the Rudraksha. I cannot ignore that. My knowledge is everything. Without knowledge, I am an animal. So let us go and study the shlokas, which are telling us that we have to take the fifth Lord. There is a book called the Agama Kalpalata. This you don't have to read this book. You don't have to read this book. These are Agama Shastras. Someday in life, if you are there, you will read the Agama Shastra. Otherwise, the shlokas which I am showing to you, only read those shlokas. You don't have to go into the entire Agama. Tasya and Putro Bhaved, Putra Bhaved, Rudraha Swapadam Cha Prayachati. Rudrakshe Daha Samsthe Cha Kukkuro Mriyate Yadi. It is a very complicated shloka. The translation I will first do for you, then I will do word by word. Rudraksha, that is Rudra, is known from the fifth house, which is the sign of the Putresha. When worn on the body means Rudraksha has to touch the body. Then great evils like death, like a dog, you will not die like a dog. or alternatively being vanquished. Nobody can vanquish you. Being defeated and beaten and raped and this thing and killed, no, all those things are out. It will not happen with you. It cannot happen with you. If you wear the Rudraksha, it is the promise of Shiva. Your body cannot be, your body and your mind cannot be raped. Your body and your mind cannot be pushed down. Yama cannot grab it and drag you away somewhere. It cannot happen. Or alternatively, the double meaning, or one is faithful like a dog until death. Who is the most faithful of all the creatures? A dog is the most faithful of all the creatures. Look at this picture on the side. You look at this Rudra. Which animal is there with him? The dog is there with him. There is a form of Vishnu who is like that. Have you heard of that form? It is Dattatreya. He has 4 dogs. Do you know who are his faithful dogs? They are the Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Yajur Veda, and Atharva Veda. These 4 Vedas are like dogs, faithful dogs, guarding Dattatreya. So, Rudra, who is the faithful dog? Rudra is asking, who is faithful like a dog to me? You can say, I am. And how do you say I am? When you put the Rudraksha on your body. When you put the Rudraksha on your body, it's like telling Hanumanji, Hanumanji, I am a part of your monkey army. Don't ignore me, please. It is telling Kapila Muni, oh Kapila Muni, I am a Kalinga. Don't ignore me. Kapila Muni is the Muni of Odisha, one of the greatest Munis on this planet. The great Kapila, who was considered a Rudra form himself in Kalinga Desha, Odisha, where I'm from. So we people from Odisha, we are very proud of Kapila Muni. And we tell him, I'm your dog. You don't need another dog. I'm your dog. Take me. You wear the Rudraksha, he will take you. Without Rudraksha, he will not take you. So what this shloka is telling, see, Tasya and Putra Bhavet, Putra Bhava, which is the mantra Bhava or 5th house. Rudra is there in the 5th house. Rudra, the way to approach Rudra is through the 5th house. Why? Why? Because if you do a chart, it is very simple, Jyotish. If you do a chart, and let us say Lagna is here, Rudra is in the 11th house. 11 is Rudra Bhava. So who is sitting opposite him? 5th house is opposite. This is what we call the follower, who is sitting opposite and looking at Rudra. So basically I am following this 11th house. I am following the Guru. I am following the Guru all the time. So I have to sit in the 5th house. In order to sit in the 5th house all the time, I have to wear the Rudraksha. Did you understand the shloka's depth? This is Agama Kalpalata. It's very, very advanced concept. And the shloka is very clear that from the 5th house only you have to choose Rudraksha. Many of our people are in doubt. My 6th Lord is here, I am giving Rudraksha. Sometimes I see in the internet people talking. I ask them, where do you read it here? Why do you talk like this without reading? Why are you not reading? 5th house only. You will not choose Rudraksha. Why? This is what we call Jyotish Rudraksha. Because Jyotish Rudraksha is for knowledge, like a faithful dog, like a Veda Murti. Swapada. Swapada means one's own place or abode. This means sign occupied by 5th Lord is called Swapada. Where your feet have gone, Oh, fifth lord. In your horoscope, there is a lord of the fifth house. You think of the lord as a human being. Okay, think of the lord, the fifth lord, as a human being. Let us say your fifth lord has gone to eighth house. So the Panchama Swapada, your Putresha Swapada, your fifth lord Swapada is in the eighth house. He has gone there. It's called Swapada. What we call it Paka, where the brain is functioning. If the Lagna Lord is in second house, which is the Paka Lagna, where is the brain functioning? Second house. Why? Because second house is Swapada. Swapada. It is Lagna Swapada. Putra Swapada is Rudra. Putra Swapada is Rudra. Did you get it? So the Swapada is very, very new word that you have learned today. It is from Agama Kalpalata. One's own, the sign occupied by the lord of a house is called Swapada for that bhava. Prayachati, awarding, offering, granting, benediction, blessing. From that house, you are going to bless me. So if fifth lord is in ninth house, from which house am I going to get this blessing? From the ninth house. From the ninth house, this blessing will come. This prayachati, this prayacha, this rainfall of blessings, it will come from the house where the fifth lord is placed. In my horoscope, fifth lord is in 12th house. So from which house am I getting the blessing? From 12th house I am going to get the blessing. Be very clear. This is Jyotish. And in Jyotish, we are very precise, very pakka. Kukkura, dog, male is dog, female is bitch. Okay, so anyway. Mriyate, will die, will be vanquished, will be defeated. So that is why the translation Rudraksha or Rudra is known from the fifth house, the sign of Putresha. And the Swapada, that is, the Swapada has not been mentioned out of here, known from the fifth house. Sign of Putresha, or sign occupied by Putresha, fifth lord. When worn on the body, then great evils like death, like a dog, or being vanquished are overcome. Or alternatively, one is faithful like a dog until we die. So you understood very clearly why we are choosing Rudraksha on the basis of the fifth lord alone. Okay? I'll take a break. Chaturmukha. This is the first of the Jyotish Rudrakshas. It is recommended when the fifth lord. Now you see, suddenly I'm talking about the lord. When the fifth lord has gone to fourth house. If the fifth lord has gone to fourth house, then you will be recommending the Brahma Rudraksha. Chatur Vakraha Swayam Brahma Nara Hatyam Vyapohati. Devata is Brahmeshwara. The particular form, the Devata is Brahmeshwara. In behind my house, there is a temple of Lord Shiva called Brahmeshwara Shiva. It was in Tankapani Road in Bhubaneswar, where I used to go and worship over there, and I would do seva for the Shivalinga. So it bestows the four ayana: dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. It gives you a perfect life. See, why do Brahmin boys need to worship Brahmeshwara? Because you see, all of us are associated with one of the Vedas. And any Veda that you want to read, let us say you want to open and read Rig Veda, or you want to read any of the Vedas, you need to worship Brahmeshwara Mahadev. Without worshipping Brahmeshwara Mahadev, you are not authorized to open the Vedas just like that. So we call Shiva in the form of Brahmeshwara and we worship him. If this power of this Rudraksha, it purifies sins like murder. So if you people have eaten any non-vegetarian food, like your kid and your mother forced you to eat some chicken or things like that, which you don't do now. Now you have become good boys and girls and you don't do all that right now, which is nice. So how do you overcome the past sin associated with the killing of animals for the fun of it? You will say, no, no, my body needed it and so I ate it. No, your body did not need it. You are not in the army, you are not a Kshatriya, you have no plans to become a Kshatriya, then why did you eat it? So you have no excuses. The questions that I am asking right now will be asked to you by the Kshetrapalas and the Dwarapalas after death. At that point of time, you will not have an answer. Just like now, you don't have an answer. So the way forward for you, what is the way forward? I mean, I just can't. What has happened has happened. How do I go forward? Is this Brahmeshwara Rudraksha? The four-mukhi Rudraksha can be worn to overcome those sins of Narahatyam, even a murder. Somebody murders somebody, a human being. Narahatya. Nara is human being. Hatya is murder. To overcome that, you have to. So see the power of this Rudraksha. How powerful this Rudraksha is. That even a sin like murder can be overcome by wearing this Rudraksha with the mantra. It will not work if you don't do the meditations and the mantras. The principal mantra of this Rudraksha is Om Mahadevaya Namah. Om Mahadevaya Namah. Om Mahadevaya Namah. Now, this is not just worn by somebody if I have done a murder or if you have done a murder, then you need to wear it. It's not just that. If in your family, 1 minute, please 1 minute. Recording. So we were talking about Hatya. Something very, very important I was coming to. Suicide. Suicide is something which can shake a whole family. If there is a suicide in the family, if your mother committed suicide, if your father committed, see, try to understand. You are not alone in this planet. There are some close links that you have got. Your father is your sun. Your mother is your moon. Your brother is your Mars. Like that. Your kid is your Jupiter or Venus. Like that. If anybody commits suicide, anyone, it is called Narahatya. You do not have the right. You do not have the right to kill the body that your soul has occupied. Who is killing? Who is doing the murder? What is suicide? There is a Lagna, there is a moon, and there is a sun. Lagna is the intelligence which has stopped functioning. Moon is the mind which has got highly depressed. And this is the soul. Now the soul is sitting in this body. The soul is sitting in the body, and this mind, the mind decides to go and chop this body. So this mind has murdered the body. A person can say, it is my body. I am killing my body. No, you cannot kill your body. Why? Because your soul is sitting over there. Your soul has to live in this planet for a certain amount of time, and by that it has to burn its karma. It is not an easy job to create a human body, because a human body has to carry a tremendous amount of dhi shakti, a huge amount of intelligence. You have no right to destroy your own body. Am I being very clear? If anybody in your family has committed suicide, a father commits a suicide, a mother commits a suicide, a brother commits a suicide, anyone directly connected with you, your immediate family, your nuclear family. Do you understand? Your nuclear family of birth or your nuclear family after marriage. Nuclear family from birth, that is your father, mother, and your siblings. I'm not talking about cousins. I'm not talking about uncles and aunts. Okay? Anyone commits a suicide. That effect of that suicide, the effect of that narahatya, the effect of that narahatya goes to 3 generations will suffer. Let us say some incident happened and my maternal grandmother, maternal grandmom committed suicide. This effect is going to show on my mom and on me. Do you see that? 3 generations, and one after me also, my child, it will show. Because the one who committed suicide is here. Okay. And so 1, 2, 3 generations after them, this narahatya effect will continue. There will be a depression in the family. There will be a depression in the family. The depression of the mind, the depression of the mind that destroys its own body carries to 3 generations of the family. So to end that, you don't want the depression to go to the children. Let us say somebody's mother committed suicide. That person herself or himself would not like to marry, is highly confused, is very depressed about life, nothing seems to be good, nothing good is happening. So you must understand that, look, it has to end here. 4-mukhi Rudraksha, meditation with the first bija. What is the first bija? The first bija, that is A, is for which devata? For Brahmeshwara Mahadev. And B is for Ganeshwara. A is for Brahmeshwara. This is the one you Om Hring Namah. Om Hring Namah. Om Hring Namah Shivaya. Om Hring Namah Shivaya. Om Hring Namah Shivaya. Om Hring Namah Shivaya. Like this, you go into deep meditation, and then maybe with just 3 aksharas, Om Hring Namah, Om Hring Namah. These are 4 aksharas. Om is 1, Hring is 2, Nama is 3 and 4. Chatur akshara. So simple, smaller mantras are easier for meditation. Bigger mantras are more difficult. After the meditation, you have to do this mantra to overcome the effect of suicide in your family. So long as you are doing this mantra, that suicide effect will not come to you, it will not go to your children. It will be blocked for the subsequent generations. This is called purification. Om Mahadevaya Namah. Mahadevaya Namah. If you see this mantra, it is 8 akshari, Astakshari it is called. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lord Shiva has 8 hands. This particular form of Lord Shiva has 8 hands. So you have to find a picture of Lord Shiva having 8 hands, and then you have to meditate on him. Do you understand? This is something very serious I'm talking about. As Jyotishis, you will meet people where in a family there is a suicide. Somebody is having depression from childhood. Somebody can't get over it. You first have to check that the person is vegetarian. Be very, very careful with this Rudraksha. Do not recommend this Rudraksha unless you are 101% sure that the person is completely vegetarian. Remember, this is the Brahma Rudraksha. Brahma will punish you. Shani will hammer you left, right, and center if you do something wrong with this Rudraksha. And Ganesh, this is for Vidya. For knowledge, of course, is Ganeshwara. Om Hrang Namah Shivaya. Om Hrang Namah Shivaya. Om Hrang Namah Shivaya. Om Hrang Namah. Om Hrang Namah. Om Hrang Namah. Like that. Okay? That much with the Chatur Mukhi.